Hey guys, Beltmaker9 back again with another video. I decided to make a video. This is a Kane mask update, if you will. As you see in front of the camera, that I went ahead and I made a coffin to display the mask in, or a shadow box, whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty much like a mask update, being that I made a box to put it in to display it, as well as a description video of how I made the box. So first off, we'll start with the inside. By the way, all this stuff that you see here, this is all made out of decking, which is just your standard pressure treated decking. I think it's like inch thick by 6 inches wide or something like that. But the inside I painted red. I blacked out the back, blacked out the front, all the beams that I use, which is just I want to say it's 1x2 piece of pine, or no, it's actually, I'm sorry, it's a 2x2 piece of pine, which I ripped down the middle, or cut it in half to make braces to hold this all together. The rack is actually made out of wire meshing that I put in with staples that you pound in by hand, or the staple tacks, whatever you want to call it. And the way I actually went about doing this, obviously you can see here it's a lot bigger, but if you look back here, take this out for a second. If you look in the back here, I started with this piece and then worked my walls around it, and the way I got to this piece was I drew out a picture of a coffin on a piece of cardboard to get the shape that I wanted, and then I traced that out on the wood here, which you can see by the line going through it. You can see the light coming through, that it's actually two separate pieces, and I used that as my guideline, and drew it out on a piece of cardboard, and then cut it out, put it together, and then built my walls around this back piece. So there's that. There's the little shot of the top, the sides, and obviously the sides on the other. Obviously, the other side's going to look exactly the same. It's all black. Here's a shot of the back. Sorry for my hand. And then I figured, since this had to do with Kane, I figured I would do it, similar to, black, red, and purple, which, if you watch wrestling, would simulate the Brothers of Destruction. So I did the lid in purple. The camera kind of makes it look blue, but it's actually purple. And the best part I think I like about this whole project was the outside of the lid. And if you close the lid, you have RIP on the front with the dots in between all the letters. And I even went ahead and made some flames for it. And this is all done, all this lettering and all that, and all the flames on the bottom, this is all done by hand, by me. I traced all this stuff out. This is all made of tin, or tin sheet metal. Preferably, what I used in the sense of tin metal was those metal property signs you can find at any local hardware store, in the hardware section, with all the numbers that you can buy for your mailboxes. I went ahead and did that, spray painted it red, clear coated the letters and the flames, clear coated them 4 times, as well as I clear coated the whole box and the lid 4 times, just to help protect it a little better, even though I did paint this whole thing by hand with crafters paint, with purple and black and red crafters paint. But the red paint I used on the lettering and the flames are actually a metal paint, specifically for metal, preferably Rust-Oleum. But even though crafters paint really isn't that good, that's all I had. But other than that, it came out pretty decent. I suppose the flames could have been a little bit bigger. But if you look at it from a distance, like I'm doing now on the camera, it actually doesn't look too bad. And I like the effect of having all the finished nail heads all over it. one reason was because I like the look of it, and two, the only reason why I did that because if I didn't put all these nails in, all of this, the points and everything on all the flames would just be popping up, and I was afraid that, you know, if it bumped something or hit something, it would, you know, with tin metal, it doesn't take much to bend it, put a crease in it, and then keep, you know, like in tin metal, when you bend it, if you bend it enough times, it'll snap right off because it's brittle if you bend it enough. So I was afraid that might happen, so that's why I put so many nails in it. Same thing with up here. I put 4 nails in all the dots, and then all of the nails and the lettering to keep it on. But and then some parts I actually took a circular saw, which is how I built this. For those of you that are wondering what tools I had to use, the only tools I had to use was a square, a pencil, a jigsaw for certain parts, just to but the main part I actually used to build this, to cut the lumber, was a circular saw. And the only reason I used the jigsaw was so that way, like if I was cutting this out, being that when you use a circular saw, it leaves kind of a gash, so if you go all the way up to here with the circular saw, and up to here, then you can finish it the rest of the way. That's the only reason why I used the jigsaw, was just to finish the cuts from the to finish off the cuts at the end of each cut from the circular saw. But yeah, I did purple, black, and red, just, you know, to simulate the Brothers of Destruction, being that, you know, the inside looks discolored, being that it's supposed to represent the colors of Kane's mask. Like I said, you can see how it leans because it's due to the doors, so in order for me to display this open, I have to leave it on the edge of something, preferably the Marshall box over there. But I just figured I'd do a short, it wasn't really a short video, but I just thought I would do a video on it, just so that way you guys could see some other stuff that I do other than just trying to make wrestling belts, and, you know, and I didn't do this by myself. I mean, I know all the paint work and all the tin metal work, that was all done by me, but the actual construction of the box, I actually got a help. I actually got a hand from a good friend of mine that does all that kind of woodworking. He's into construction, so he helped me actually build the physical lid in the box, and I did all the paint work, and I mean, we built the box and the lid together, but I did all the painting and all the lettering. But I think it came out pretty decent, and by the way, this is my first try at actually ever building a coffin. So if it's not perfect, I apologize, but I think it came out pretty good. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, just feel free to drop me a comment. All right, bye.